So the International Financial Services Center is the big dream and vision of the government to make it a global hub for financial services transactions and therefore also attract a lot of foreign direct investment into the country. In that, now the IFSCA, which is the regulatory authority of this particular institution, is playing an important role under the leadership of Injeti Srinivas. I spoke to Injeti Srinivas about the various budget announcements which really give a leg up to the kind of attraction that the gift city is trying to create for the foreign investors, and especially the big announcement in the budget 2021 has been the tax holiday given to the offshore funds to re-domicile into India, giving them the same advantages and benefits in terms of taxation that they are getting in other foreign geographies like Mauritius, Singapore, etc. So with this, the government feels, and IFSCA is also working towards attracting a large number of funds given the kind of thrust India is having in terms of its growth prospects going forward. So this is one important aspect that the gift city is now watching out for. It could really mean billions of dollars of global trade and investments being routed through India, through gift city for the global trade, therefore getting in a lot of FDI into the country. Another important aspect where there can be a huge amount of potential when it comes to a new business development, a new area which can also infuse a lot of global trade and financing, is the aircraft leasing and financing business. Ireland has really made a hub and makes billions of dollars every year because of this particular one business. Now what Injeti Srinivas did tell me is that maybe not that big a scale is possible immediately, but they are going to take baby steps, and India's requirement of aircraft leasing is also quite large, and if that business really at least caters to the Indian demand to begin with, that itself will mean billions of dollars of investments as well as transactions. So that's another area of business that is going to be created. When it comes to the foreign banks as well as various banks which have set up shop in gift city, well, the IFSCA has managed to really attract a lot of players like HSBC, Citi, Bank of America and many others to set up shop there in different versions. Now what the budget also does is that the investment division of the branches of the banks can also get a tax advantage, and so the FPI thrust, business thrust given to the IBUs is another area of business which also generates of billions of dollars of trade every year. So that's another big business and a promise area. What IFSCA has also shared is that the two exchanges where again a lot of volume needs to be built. First, they are creating a bullion exchange, the first one in the country, and remember that the budget 2021 also talks about a domestic based bullion exchange under the governance of stock exchange regulator SEBI. Now all this in conjunction could really create a robust gold market in the country, and in fact that will be complementary to Gift City's bullion exchange also, is what IFSCA had to say. Another area when it comes to stock markets and stock exchanges, it could be a preferred listing destination when it comes to the gift city going forward. Enough effort as well as infrastructure support is being given in that direction by the regulator and the government for making IFSCA a hub for listing several entities, a primary listing for several entities across the world. It could be like ADRs, GDRs, REITs and WITs as well. And remember, India is talking about global direct listing. Well, those norms have not yet been notified by the government, and the industry is waiting for that. When that happens, then again the IFSC exchange based in the gift city can attract a lot of volumes. Another event which could really generate volumes is the back-end settlement business, which is coming by way of the XGS Nifty Connect as well, that is likely to be operationalized soon. So these are the prime areas in which the International Financial Services Center is looking at big business and to make the global hub for the financial services sector in the GIFT City, which is the only operational IFSC in the country at the moment. Well, of course, the government has plans for many more of those. What IFSCA as an authority and a regulatory authority is really working on is several regulations which can help in the execution of each of these visions and proposals that have been mentioned in the budget document, and which have been also created as part and parcel of the overall ecosystem of IFSC in the country. Now, Regulations 2.0 is also in the making, so it's an ongoing task, and in the next 6 months to 1 year, a large milestone will be crossed in this particular direction. So there are lots of really action and lots of developments really taking place in the IFSC front, and with the government's thrust on the tax holidays for offshore funds to really come to India, the government is looking at a huge amount of FDI inflows into the country as well. In fact, here out Injeti Srinivas in my conversation on the show Big Deal.
I think financial intermediation of global capital flows lies at the very heart of International Financial Services Center. And what has been done through the budget is that complete tax neutrality has been offered for funds to relocate from offshore jurisdictions to IFSC. Now, in today's global capital flows, which runs into trillions of dollars, the alternative investment funds is a very important platform, and a very large number of these alternative investment funds are residing outside India. The objective is to get them into India. The number is as high as even in a country like Mauritius, which is a major jurisdiction for AIFs. More than 600 AIFs are there. Some of them are global, some of them are India-centric. So we believe that by this new dispensation, a large number of India-centric AIFs would seriously look towards relocating to GIFT IFSC. In terms of size, SEBI opened up this opportunity for AIFs in 2012. Today, we have in India close to 600 AIFs. These are domestic AIFs, but 80% of the funds are from overseas. So today they have about 20 plus billion. There's a commitment of 40 plus billion. So we would see a similar size, over the next couple of years. We would expect that, we would cross easily 100, say, AIFs, and also be able to intermediate significant, capital inflows into the domestic area.